Hello, how are you guys doing today? I know I've been on a fucking hiatus, but I can't even explain the level of exhaustion I've had. Um, alright, we're gonna start because, like I said, every time I go on a hiatus, they give me 1,000 messages. So, take what resonates with you, whatever doesn't resonate, please leave it. Don't try to force it to fit your situation. And energy is interchangeable, so it could be you or the other person that's experiencing this. Now, whatever you guys have going on, it's necessary for you to focus on the positive because it looks like there is a tower moment that you guys are having, whether it's an internal or external tower moment. Good morning, Beth. How are you doing? It's going. I'm surviving. So again, it doesn't always have to be like a destructive outside force. It could be something inside that you're just like a fucking light bulb goes off and you're just like, oh my god. So don't look at tower moments like your whole life is falling apart, but for some of you it may be falling apart. If there's a problem that you've been trying to get a handle on and you've been trying to figure out how to do it, find an intellectual way to solve it. Try to look at different ways that you can go about finding a resolution to this, okay? Some of you may be experiencing a change in your home, so that might be a tower moment for some of you. And if you are, then, you know, hopefully you have money saved or you have someone that you trust enough that you're able to stay with, okay? But it's important for you to stay positive throughout this because if you allow the negativity and all the fucked up thoughts to consume you, it's going to take you to an even worse place. So try to get out of your isolation. You're in an emotionally vulnerable place right now and you're just not sure which way to go, what to do. But being isolated, it's good because it helps you to go within and see where your next move should be. But if you're allowing your mind to be consumed with negative thoughts, then it's going to distract you and not take you to where you need to go, if that makes sense. So please try to stay on the positive because that'll help you to sit better. But if you're in your head, you have to get out of your headspace. And isolation is good sometimes, but not good if you're in a state of depression. If you're in a state of depression, you know, reach out and speak to someone because the last thing we want is a phone call that something happened to you. Okay, so don't be afraid to reach out. There's somebody that gives a fuck. And if you have nobody that gives a fuck, then please reach out to me. Okay, I am available. I can talk to you, whatever it is. You know, I'm here. I'm not here for you to talk to me and fucking hit on me. I'm not here for that. But I am available if you genuinely need help. Now, it looks like someone is trying to steal your joy, your peace of mind. Someone's trying to take something from you. Only you know who this person is and how it's resonating with you. You know, it could be actual people you know. It could be an outside force. You know, whatever you have going on, it's like someone's trying to take your joy from you. So don't allow anyone to take your peace of mind. Oh, Beth, you have to stop isolating yourself. You know, it's okay if you're meditating, but if you're not meditating, then it's gonna feed your depression. You know, it's gonna make you go into a darker place, okay? You are strong enough to survive all of this by yourself, okay? You don't need anyone to make anything happen for you. And that's what they're showing me is you have the strength that you need. And it's important for you to release judgments and forgive yourself or anyone who has done wrong to you and find compassion in the situation, especially for yourself. Again, I don't know the exact situation, but it's important for you to find your strength. And I know it's hard when you're in a state of fucking depression because you don't even want to get out of bed. So what I did for me was I went to therapy. I mean, granted, I was there twice a fucking week because I was fucked up, but I went to therapy, you know, and they had to give me, I took a cocktail of fucking drugs. That's what I call it, my cocktail of happy pills, because I was that fucked up, you know, and after a while, I stopped taking it. But sometimes you need the outside help to get you back to a balanced place, because when you're balanced, then you're able to function better and see that there is more to life than what you're going through right now. Okay, so don't allow this to consume you. You know, just reach out to people. They're there to help you. Okay, so don't let anyone steal your joy. Whoever this person is or whatever this situation is, don't allow it to take that from you. Okay, because the world needs you. It needs your brilliance. It needs what you have to offer, even if it is just your life experience. It's important for you to share your story with someone else because you can save somebody else. Okay, but you're going through all of this right now. And they're saying that balance is going to be coming into your life soon. So don't be so stressed out about everything that's happening, you know, regardless of how horrible it may seem right now. That kind of blocks us from seeing past what we're going through, and we don't see the bigger picture. And usually it's a blessing. You know, right now we look at it as it's all hell breaking loose and we don't know where the fuck we're going. But try to take it as a blessing, okay? Yes, Beth. Excuse me. You are strong enough, hun. And believe me, I know all too well what it's like. You know, I have kids and I didn't even want to take care of my kids. That's how depressed I was. So the fact that I drug myself out of bed, sometimes I went crazy as fuck to therapy. Like, I look crazy as shit. But it's really just finding the tools, you know, and once you're in a better place, then get off all that shit. But until you can, you know, just don't be afraid to do those things. You know, I know there's a stigma. People make it like it's frowned upon. But please don't allow any of that to deter you from getting the help that you need. Good morning, Mumbles. How are you doing? But they want you to take a break, okay, Beth? If you haven't fucking been out, if you've been just stuck, they want you to go out and celebrate and have fun. Find some friends that'll bring joy to you and help you hang out and party and whatever it is. But you have to go out, okay? You need to take a break from what you're thinking about. And shit, whatever you do for fun. I'd say drink, but that usually can go either way. So we don't want to make you worse. But definitely just get together with people and try to find things that you have fun doing, or things that hey, you know what? Remember when we did this stupid shit? I did a lot of stupid shit. I got kicked out of a lot of places. I did a lot of things. So they're always fun stories now. You know, at the time they're shitty stories, but when later on they're good stories. So, you know, find someone that you can talk to and bring about this, because they do show me that stability is going to be back into your life, okay? Everything is going to be okay. So don't let this part of your life define everything else, okay? Find your strength. Find your will, whatever it is inside you that keeps that fire burning, find that, okay? So that is the first message. And while we're here, I pulled out nearly every damn chakra today. So please, I posted on here a while ago, meditation for chakras. It was like 8 hours. So it was one that I usually listen to when I sleep. But there's also another one that's 15 minutes and it does all the chakras. I'm not sure if I posted that one, but if I didn't, I will post it. So be strong, okay? I believe in you and everything's going to be okay. They're telling me everything's going to be okay. So don't be so stressed out, okay? Now, this one here is asking you to surrender to prayer. Now, I know some of us is hard because some of us we're taught how to pray. Some of us is like, what the fuck is prayer gonna do for me? I get it. But they're asking you to please do that, okay? Because when you pray, look at it as you're trying to manifest something. So you focus your intention on the positive, you know? You say, say whatever you're thankful for. You know, I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful for my home. You know, all of those things that you're grateful for. And then pray for whatever it is that you're looking for. You know, ask for guidance. I would say ask for strength, but I learned to stop asking for strength because the shit that got thrown at me, I'm like, I'm good on strength. I don't need to be any fucking stronger. Like, I need a timeout. Like, give me a break. So, you know, just choose your words carefully and what you're asking for, but focus on the good and the positive, you know, when you say your prayers, and it'll bring that in, you know. There's Archangel Ariel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, Uriel. There's many archangels that you can call upon, you know, for your specific need. And if you look them up, you see which one it is, invoke them, call upon them. They'll be there to help you, okay? And as well as your ancestors, because believe me, they see what the fuck you're going through, and they're not leaving you alone. They just can't really intervene unless you call on them. So please do that, okay? Now be objective in your decision making. Whatever you have going on, allow it to fall away. You'll know if it no longer serves you, because you won't be happy. You won't get the peace that you used to have. Just for those things, let it be, let it go away, okay? You don't need to know the answers to everything, because sometimes that's what stresses us out, is feeling the need to control everything and knowing how everything's going to work out. And then we drive ourselves crazy with fucking anxiety and overthinking. So don't do that to yourself, okay? Take this as a lesson, and it's helping you with your personal growth. So be okay with not knowing all the answers, because then you're at peace, because you're not focused about it. You're not focused on the outcome or what's happening. You're just like, okay, I'm living now, I'm here now, how can I make this the best moment possible? Because if you died today, you would want to know that I lived my last moments being happy, not being fucking miserable and hating life. And I know it's hard, because sometimes we just going through some shit and we're just like, fuck. But our emotions are like the weather. You have to, you weather the storm, you feel it, and then you move past it. The only thing you can do is prepare. So please, it looks like you're in your head because you're worried and you're fearful. Now, I don't know your exact situation, but whatever it is you have going on, understand that with a peace of mind, you're able to find clarity in what's going on. So don't be overly concerned with what's going on. And if there is something that you haven't seen, that you've been waiting to get the truth and clarity on, it is coming through, okay? Whether it is a mother figure, you're a mother figure, someone loving and emotional is there to support you, or you are that to someone else. But be open with communication, and the truth is going to come to light with whatever it is that's going on. So don't trouble yourself, okay? Don't put the energy into that. When I get stressed the fuck out and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is going on, and what's this and what's that, instead of doing that, I'm like, it's going to come to me. It's going to come to me. What I need to know is going to come to me. And sure enough, it comes to me. Sometimes I don't want to really know what the fuck it is, and I'd be like, damn, I can't believe this is what it is. But when you put it in that aspect, when you say it like that, you're not stressed out, you're not worried about it, because you're putting the faith into the universe for them to deliver to you what it is that you're looking for the clarity that you need. Okay, so be confident in what you're doing, be confident in yourself, and believe that you're going to get the clarity that you need. Because right now there's a spark of creativity. It's important right now for you to be assertive, and don't back down from whatever it is that you believe in. Okay, believe in what you believe in and stand true to you. But there is a spark, whether it's a spark of love, whatever it is, it's going to cause something of creation. It could be baby life. Hopefully, for those of you that don't want it, be careful, protection. But you're going to be successful. So make sure that you're listening and you're paying attention to those nudges, because those come from the universe. That comes from spirit. They're trying to guide you and give you the creativity that you need, because that's going to help you to get to the abundance that you're looking for, okay? So make sure you're always standing up for yourself and you don't allow people to walk all over you. And always trust in the prayers, what you're looking for. Ask. I can't say that enough, because they're there waiting for you. They're listening to you. But if you don't say anything, it's like, oh, closed mouth don't get fed. That's what I tell my kids. Like, I could see you, I can everything, but I'm not going to step in every time I know you're struggling. You need to learn how to communicate. You need to learn how to express your needs, so that way you can get the help that you need. Okay, so don't look at it as a weakness. Don't look at it as something that's bad. Okay, it's okay to ask for help, even if it's from outside sources and it's not from spirit. But be okay with that. Now, some of you need to go out into nature, because I've gotten it several fucking times. So if you haven't been outside, I know for some of us the weather is cold as fuck and the snow, but really, like, I went on a walk the other day through the woods. There was a lot of snow, just wear warmer shit. But enjoy the peace, enjoy the quiet, because that helps you to clear your mind. It helps you to ground yourself. And again, with the creativity, I got that about 5 times today. So you guys need to listen to the nudges. Your mind, this guilt that you guys have in your heads, I'm not sure what it is that you did, or what happened, or whatever it is, however it plays out. Understand that once something has occurred, you can't change it. Okay? So feeling guilty is you're just feeding into this endless fucking void of darkness. And nobody wants to feed into that, okay? Good morning, Danny. How are you? So with the darkness, that it's like a fucking horrible cloud. It's this shitty ass storm, and you're just replaying it, and you're going through it, and you feel bad about whatever it was that you did, whatever it was that you said, or maybe you allowed somebody to do something. Whatever it was, understand that you're creating your hell right now. And in order for you to step out of that, you have to change your mindset, okay? Now, if you're trying to create something or do something, patience and planning is important right now. So if you're working towards something, I got patience twice in this one here. So I know it's hard. I'm not a patient person. But look at it this way, whatever it is that you want, if it's truly worth having and that's what you're working towards and you really, really want it, then it's worth waiting for, okay? If this is your dream job, your dream house, your whatever the fuck it is, if this is your dream, be patient, okay? Because the universe needs time to make everything fall into place. And if you're just starting out, then have a plan. Start taking baby steps towards what it is that you want, because you create your life, okay? As I said many times, you create your heaven and hell. And if you're allowing your mind to take over, then your mind's going to create hell, because your mind is only meant as a tool to help guide you through life. It's not meant to guide you through your life, That's what our intuition is for. Girl, I know what it is to have no patience. Believe me, I'm still learning lessons right now as I speak about my lack of fucking patience. But I also learn other shit in the process, so I have to look at it as a plus. Now, there may be an offer that's coming in, and it looks like some of you might be refusing that offer. And it's okay to refuse that offer, because there are going to be more offers that are going to be coming in that you are not aware of yet. So don't jump on the first thing that comes your way, because it might not be the best thing for you. Okay, so if you don't feel in your heart, like in your entirety, that yes, this is the best move for me, it's okay to wait. It's okay to be patient. It's okay to think about it and see what's going to happen, because right now it looks like that's not an offer that you're going to take, and probably is not in your best interest to take. But whatever this is, it's going to be like a leadership position, something where you're leading, you're guiding, you're showing people, you're leading by example. So if that's what it is that you're doing, be okay. So whatever is coming is going to be a good company to work for, or maybe even a good individual if you're creating a partnership, okay? But if you are going to be the leader, it's going to be soon. Give it about maybe a month's time or so that this is going to happen for you. So whatever this is, if it is a job, I'm feeling this is more like a work energy. It's going to be about a month, okay? But remember, you create your heaven and hell, and it requires planning and patience. So if you go out into nature, it may help you with your creativity if this is a job that requires creativity. I understand. It's really hard with kids. The best thing I can say is honestly knowing when you need a timeout. Like, when you're like, okay, I'm stressed out where I'm about to flip the fuck out, and really take 5 minutes. It only takes 5 minutes. That was the best advice I have ever gotten in my whole fucking life when I first had a kid, is really just take 5 minutes, because in those 5 minutes, you're able to calm down, you're able to center yourself again, and you're able to go back in and deal with it patiently. And because kids, they feel our energy. So if we're hostile and aggressive, they feel the hostility. So then they get aggressive and they get scared, and they don't know, they act up more. So that's why I say, really the 5 minutes, like separate yourself. No, the kid's not going to die from crying or having a fit or whatever. Leave them alone for 5 minutes, go to a separate room and just give yourself that break so that you have that sanity, and even take him outside and take a walk in nature, because sometimes kids just have so much energy that being outside will help. Being outside will help them. It distracts them, it entertains them. My son gets pissed off at me if he can't go outside. He doesn't care where I go. He's like, I go with you? And I'm like, cool, we go into the grocery store. He's like, okay. He doesn't care. They just want to be outside. So sometimes that might be a solution for you. Try that out. But again, I think that's part of finding creative ways to deal with the situation at hand. And like I said, it's hard because everybody goes through their own shit, and patience it's definitely a fucking virtue. It's definitely a virtue that I lack. But, everything's gonna work out for the highest good, okay? And it's showing me that it's gonna be very soon, at the longest a month's time. So whatever this is that you have going on, understand you're not alone. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. That's awesome, Beth. Yes, we'll definitely keep doing that, because that's what they're showing here, is that nature is it's like your best friend. It's going to be great for you. And you're never alone. So if you need help, try to think of the friends that you do have, family or people, resources that are available to you, okay, to help you a little bit and give you the time out and the breaks that you need and the assistance that you need to help you get through this, okay? I know there's groups, meetings and things like that might be beneficial to you, to be around other people that experience this. So don't be afraid to reach out, because other people have gone through this and they might be able to be a better guide, better assistance to you. But it looks like everything is going to be awesome for you, okay? Everything is going to work out. Just be patient with what it is you're trying to create, okay? And make long-term goals, because that's what it's showing, is have a plan, create the long-term goals. Everything's going to work out awesome, okay? That's that one. Now, being courageous in what you have going on is always important, because if you lack courage, it's hard for you to stand in your truth. It's hard for you to go after what you believe in, especially if it's something other people don't believe in. So it's necessary for you to be courageous and stand up to everybody that's doubting you and that doesn't have faith in you and is telling you that it ain't never gonna be shit, it ain't gonna amount to shit. You have to be strong. You have to be strong and stand against that, okay? And trust your body and understand what your body is telling you, okay? Good situations will have you feeling good. Good people will have you feeling good. If a person makes you feel even so much as fucking question whatever's happening, take it as okay, this is a warning from spirit. Okay, your intuition's telling you something's off, so trust that, okay? Don't go against it, because Lord Jesus, the many times I've gone against it, I just be wanting to smack myself like, bitch, what the fuck was you thinking? So please trust your intuition, what you have going on, and be strong, okay? Because this is, that's when, that's how diamonds get created, under pressure, okay? Nobody just goes and says, here's a fucking stone. It's created under pressure. So that's when you shine. Don't be afraid to shine. You're not gonna break. It might feel like you're gonna break. You might feel like you're in a fucking rope, but you're not gonna break, okay? And there is no such thing as scarcity. There is enough in the universe for everyone. So don't hold on to things so tightly that you're afraid to let it go. Okay, you have to allow for the flow to happen, for the back and forth to occur. If you're holding on like this, nothing's getting in and nothing's getting out. Okay, so then you're putting yourself in a place of lack. So you have to try to release that and get out of that, okay? And enjoying life's little luxuries, quiet time alone, those will help you to kind of stay in the here and the now, and it'll help for the flow of whatever it is you feel you're lacking, whether it's financial, emotional. It'll begin the flow, but you have to be able to give and also be willing to receive, because some of us give, and we don't know how to receive. So you have to be able to do both for the flow to occur, okay? And it feels like You may be making a sacrifice or feel like you have to make a sacrifice right now. And understand that when you are making sacrifices, this is also a test of character and strength, because there are times when the universe is going to be like, do you really want this? How bad do you want this? And sacrifices have to be made. Now, I'm not saying go fucking kill people or anything like, no, not in it. Don't hurt any animals and no people. I mean, like personal sacrifices. Like, we have to give something up that we love to move forward. You know, even if it's hard, you just got to be like, okay, well, I have to give this up so that I can follow this dream, or I have to give this up so that I can be happy, or so that we can live a better life. Okay, it's showing me a mature woman, so it could be a grandmother, older friend, aunts, you know, any relatives or someone with experience, someone with knowledge that is going to be able to help and guide you. So you know who this person would be to you, okay? But this is definitely requiring patience, because it's showing me right now, it looks like you're drowning, and it's like you're trying to stay above water right now. So please find your strength so that way you can continue to move forward, okay? I got creativity so much I can't. This is nuts. This is insane. So if you are an artistic person or you have artistic skills, please follow that. Follow that, because that's going to lead you to your abundance, okay? It's going to bring you the world. You're going to have everything given to you. So whatever the sacrifice is that you have to make it. Be okay with making it, because when you sacrifice, then you're helping to build the strong foundation, okay? And if your foundation right now is faulty, that's why you need to make this sacrifice. So don't be afraid of doing that, okay? So always trust your gut instincts. Trust what your soul is telling you. Do not believe your mind, because your mind will play tricks on you and it will have you all the way fucked up. So please always trust yourself. Your creativity is going to get you everywhere you need to be. So enjoy the mysteries of life, okay? And whatever it is, take a notebook with you and write down whatever thoughts. If you're an artist, you know, maybe being outside will trigger something beautiful that you're just like, oh, I want to take pictures, or you draw, whatever it is, you know, carry it with you. So that way you can say, okay, well, I can edit this photo later, or let me draw this picture, or, you know, whatever it is. So please express your creativity. That is, the universe is asking you in like 1,000 different ways right now to express your creativity, because I'm gonna see if I can pull all of them shits out in a minute, but it's a lot of cards. I know I overthink a lot too. It's just lately I've been trying to get into the here and now, you know, and I think that's been my most difficult challenge, is being present, because if you're in your head, you're not fully there. And I try to really look at it as, okay, like honestly, I really think this way. If this was my last moment in life, you know, if I died, like in the next 5 fucking minutes, would I be happy with the life that I lived? Would I be happy how I spent my last moments, you know? And that's in regards to my kid having a fucking tantrum, bugging the fuck out, and I'm looking at him like, dude, are you fucking serious right now? And yes, you know, I look at it because right now in that moment, I might be frustrated as shit and I want to flip the fuck out. But I also look at it as, this was my last moment. If heaven forbid something happened to me or something happened to him, and that was the last memory I had, the last moment I had, then I would find the beauty in it. I'm sorry. You know, you try to find the beauty in those moments. You try to find the joy in those moments, because it makes it more beautiful when you know that is just that moment, that you'll never have that moment again. So it's easier to look at things differently and deal with them differently. Because really, like, those are the thoughts that go through my mind. Because my son, he'd be like a little angel, and then it's like all hell broke loose. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened to my baby? But truly, if you are able to see things like that, you're just like, okay, you know, and he's just acting up, you know, sometimes they just act up, you know, and it's just like, okay, well, come and give me a hug and maybe you'll feel better, because you learn how to find your patience. You learn how to find that love, that unconditional love that you're able to give and deal with the situation better. So, you know, if you haven't tried that, try that, because I found that that's what works for me. You know, it might be something different for you, but I like sharing what works for me because, like I said, I don't have fucking patience. And having kids, you have to have patience because if not, they'll be hanging from the fucking ceiling somewhere. So please, you know, trust yourself and believe that. Now, this situation here, for some of you that are in a leadership position or are working to it or have people that look up to you, in the same breath that you have people that look up to you, there are people that can't stand you, that are envious of you, that are jealous of what you have. I mean, there might even be people that are pretending to like you to your face and have a whole nother plan behind your back. So if you are in a position like this, be careful with the people that you're trusting. Be careful with the people you're spending your time with, okay? Because you don't want someone that is jealous of you or your position. You don't want someone that is deceptive to you, you know, or that pretends to like you and be your friend in your face, or that they're going to be supportive to you and then they end up shitting on you, okay? So just choose the people you're dealing with very carefully. We'll save that one. Jesus, that's a lot of good stuff. Now, projections. Again, with the deception, envy. There are people, what they project is their own shit. You know, so if you do have people that are hating on you and they're like, oh, well, why the fuck does she have that and I don't have that? Or why do they have this attention and I don't have this attention? They feel some type of way about themselves. They feel some type of way because they don't feel they have the skills to do what you do. They don't feel like they can lead the way that you do. And everyone has those qualities, you know, take it how it resonates, but understand that everything is a projection, okay? It's a reflection of themselves. So don't be upset when people are sitting there hating on you or whatever, because it's not you. They're mad at themselves. So let them feel how they feel and don't let it affect you or what it is that you're working towards, okay? Because right now, if you follow your passions and you resurrect whatever your childhood dreams were, you know, we all had dreams. We were all like, oh, I wanted to be an ice skater. I want to be a dancer. I want to be a basketball player. Whatever it was that you were like, oh, I love this. I want to do this forever. Find it, because when you're that passionate as a child, that's your soul, okay? You're born with these passions, with these things, because that's what you're supposed to give to the world. That's your gift to the world, okay? That's your creativity. That's what you're meant to get paid for, okay? So find that, go back to it. I don't care how fucking old you are now. If your body's broken down and you can't move like you used to, then maybe teach, but find an equivalent to that, you know, that'll give you that burning passion that makes you want to live, that gives you that drive, okay? Because that's what's going to take you to where you want to be. And your ancestors are looking over you, okay? They're smiling down on you and they're watching you. So you're not alone. Whatever you have going on, understand you're not alone, and be grateful to them. Show them respect. You know, I like candles. I offer food. You know, do that for your ancestors, because it's an exchange and they will be there. They're there to support you. So call out to them, cry to them, talk to them, be like, yo, what the fuck is going on? You're stressing me the fuck out. Like, I need some help. That's how I talk to my ancestors, but you might speak differently. So, you know, it looks like, you know, you're kind of stressed out and you're kind of down, but don't be frustrated with this, okay? Because the frustration is only going to create blockages. Okay, so the way to resolve everything is just center yourself, take the breaths, take the time outs, retreats if you can, whatever it is, okay? So don't beat up on yourself. You have the support that you need, okay? And don't let other people beat you down either, because that's their own shit. So don't ever think that it's you. That's all them. Because when doing all of these things, good Lord, this, whatever your passion was when you was a child, whatever that was, it's gonna bring you every fucking thing. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Like, you're gonna fucking be content, you're gonna have peace, you're gonna have a happy home life. If you're working on projects, businesses, that's gonna be great. Your dreams are gonna come true, okay? And like all of your dreams, your wishes, everything. So at this moment is like miracles and blessings that are going to be occurring in your life. You're going to have new beginnings. You're going to have an immense amount of wealth, like everything. every fucking thing that you could have ever wanted or imagined is what's coming to you right now. So please don't let anyone get in your way with what your passion is, what you're working on, what you're doing. That is their own shit. Don't let anyone interfere with that. Okay? So that's amazing, like fucking amazing. Here, I'm gonna show you. You guys had this card. Then you have this card. Then you have this card. Then you have this one. And then there's this one. So that's 5 out of, what, 12? So believe me, when I tell you you're getting everything is fucking coming to you. So trust yourself and believe that you're on the right path, okay? Now, again, with the patience and this fear, it seems like you're fully aware of what you need to do, and you're indecisive. You're indecisive because you're afraid of making the wrong decision. So right now, your fear is keeping you in a state of despair. Like you're kind of stuck. So I don't know if it's your morality, if it's, oh, is this right? Is it wrong? Because let's think about this. We get our morals from our parents. We get all of these things, you know, it's our parents, society, however we are, you know, nature versus nurture type shit. So look at those things and see what's yours, what belongs to you, what morals you've developed along the way, and what was ingrained in you as you grew up to be correct and what you should do and what's best. And then look at those people's lives that live by those morals, that live by those rules, and that's how they live their lives. And see where you are at. You know, look at your life and say, okay, well, they raised me to be like this, that, and the third. And maybe they're not the best morals. Maybe they're not the best ethics or codes or whatever it is to follow. Because if you coming from the hood, it's a whole nother set of codes, a whole nother fucking level of shit. And those aren't always the best, because it's like we're loyal, but we're giving our loyalty to the streets. So that means the loyalty to ourselves comes last. And that's not how it's supposed. Loyalty to yourself is first and foremost. Loyalty to everything else is after that. So if you're not being loyal to you, you ain't being loyal to shit, really. You're being loyal to a bunch of people that ain't being loyal to you. So check your morality, because right now that's what's having you caught up in your head and you not making the right choices or your right decisions, okay? Because like I said, you have the choice of staying where you're at, and then you have the choice of having everything in the fucking world that you wanted, or going the other way and living a pretty good life. So you're fully aware of these options. You're fully aware of which way you should go, but it's moral. It's your morals. That's what's in your way right now. Your fear of what people think of you, or how they're going to look at you, or the stories that are formulating, or the stories you're formulating in your fucking head about yourself. So be fully aware of what's going on and understand that it's a time that you need to listen more than you speak. And when you're listening, you need to also observe, okay? So it's not about just hearing what someone is saying. It's reading between the lines, looking at their actions, looking at the bigger picture, and seeing how things are falling into place. And for me, I like to look at stories. You know, when I meet people, especially when it comes to relationships, I like to go back and say, okay, well, where were you at this time? And see where I was at that time. Because sometimes I'm praying, or I'm asking for things, or I'm manifesting things, and I like to see how everything comes together and how long it took for these things to fall into place. So try to do that, you know, kind of backtrack and see how both of your lives kind of intertwine, how you got to that point. Okay, because there is a stable offer that is coming, and there is communication. If it's a person or a job or whatever it is, there is communication that's coming, and it's going to be quick communication. So whatever that is, just you're aware of all of these things. You know what's happening right now, but there is going to be a resolution. So the communication you are getting is probably going to resolve whatever you've been going through or whatever you have going on. Just be patient with the person or the situation. And always, always, always treat people the way you want to be treated, okay? I can't say it any other way, because that's always my go-to, is I always treat people how I want to be treated, because I just don't like it. You know, I try to do what's good. And don't ever give up, okay? Protect what you've created. Protect what you've been manifesting. Protect what you've put your fucking energy into. And believe in yourself. Believe that you've created this life. Believe that you're capable of creating the things that you want, because all these blessings are going to come to you. It's faster if you have a grateful heart and you're joyous and you're loving and you're, all of those things come when you have these happy feelings. And be willing to share, be willing to give. And even if you don't have money to give, your time is valuable to people. Your energy is valuable to people. So don't feel like, oh, well, I can't reciprocate this with money and they gave me this. No, spend time with people, hang out with people, talk to people, make dinner for somebody. Simple things like that is enough, okay? So don't feel like I can't do this or I can't accept this because I don't know how I'm going to give it back. It's not about giving back. And if you have people like that want something back, those are the wrong people to have in your life, okay? Anybody that really loves you and is down for you is going to be good enough with just chilling with you or you making them a fucking meal or whatever, okay? Whatever it is that you can offer them, they will be glad to accept that. So everything that's been going on, all of this is going to be done, okay? Your addiction, codependency, all of these things, if you're working through them, you're going to come up, okay? You're going to get out of them. So if that's what you're feeling down about, and maybe you feel like your moral spectrum, your guideline, I can't find the word I'm looking for right now. But let's say that some of us have questionable morals and have done some things that others might frown upon. Don't beat yourself up about it, okay? Like I said, we've all fucked up. We've all done shit that, we might not like to tell the world, but sometimes it's important to share those stories with the world, because they'll be like, what? You did that? I can't believe you did that. And I'm like, yeah, I did that. But I laugh about a lot of the shit I've done now. It's funny because I'm like, fuck it, it happened, and I'm not going to sit there and lie. I own my shit. If I did it, I did it, and what the fuck you going to do? I own my shit. You can't use none of my shit against me because I'm not afraid to own it. So don't feel bad, okay? Don't beat yourself up, because if you are you codependent or you do have addictions, you're going to overcome them, okay? As long as you're aware of your addictions, now you're able to move forward and be able to work through that. So don't be fearful, okay? Make the best decisions that are for you, because communication is coming in and you're gonna have a good, stable offer. So just be patient. That's what keeps coming up, you guys. Just be patient. And listen, I know it's hard. I don't have fucking patience. So understand, you are not like everybody else. Everybody is their own person and everyone serves their own purpose, okay? So when dealing with people, if you are comparing people, that you were with or that you're with now, or however, when you sit there and you start comparing partners or situations or jobs, then yeah, you're going to have a hard time being satisfied with what you have or being content with what's going on, because you're like, well, it's not as good as this person, or it's not as good as my last job, or it's not as good as my last car, my last house, whatever it is. Don't do that, okay? When you focus on you, that's the only person. You compare you to who you were yesterday. Are you a better person than the person you was yesterday? If the answer is no, do better. If the answer is yes, then you're doing good. You're making progress. You're doing what you need to be doing. So don't focus on other people, because that distracts you and it fucks up your shit. It fucks up your blessings, because you're more focused on what the next person's getting. What's for the next person is not what's meant for you. Okay? What's meant for you is always going to be meant for you. So don't worry about that shit. And understand, you don't have to entertain other people's bullshit, drama, whatever the fuck they got going on. You don't need to entertain that shit, okay? Because that is their own shit. That has nothing to do with you. So many cards here. And right now they're saying whatever you have going on, make sure that you're tuning in and you're trusting yourself, because that's your way to spirit, okay? That is the way that you're able to connect to spirit, and spirit's able to communicate with you and let you know the things that's happening. And sometimes it's in your dream state. At least for me, it's usually in my dream state and through meditative sessions where I'll get visions and they'll tell me what's happening. And even if I can't fully grasp it, my sister's really good at interpreting dreams. So I'd be like, yo, I had this dream, what the fuck? And she breaks it down within minutes, and I'm like, you know what? That's right. So, you know, if you need help with dream interpretations, drop a comment. I'll give you her information. But understand, tune into yourself and talk to spirit, okay? Because that's how the communication goes. And write down your dreams. If you're having dreams, write them down. Even if you remember there was a fucking guy standing at the store and he had purple shoes on. All of it's relevant, okay? So whatever it is, pay attention to that, okay? Because there is a light at the end of the tunnel, even though you feel like you're like, where the fuck am I going? When am I gonna get there? I'm tired of this shit. You're gonna get there, okay? There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Like I said, everything's speeding up. It's happening quickly now, so make sure that you are careful. You are being careful with your options, okay? Every option is not the best option. And if it's too good to be true, if it feels like it's too good to be true, it might be. So look further into it. Research if you need to research, because sometimes it's necessary that you have all the information before you proceed, okay? So, and if it's in regards to like maybe you're going back to school or you want to learn a new career trait, you know, whatever it is, just be okay with learning. Be open to learning. Be open to researching and looking up information, whatever it is. Get everything that you need. If you're gonna be going to court, if you're gonna be fucking starting a new job, if you're starting a new relationship, or you're thinking about taking an opportunity and you're just like, do I really do this? Do I not do this? Research, okay? Because as long as you're informed and you have the knowledge, you're prepared, okay? You can take on whatever the fuck is thrown at you. So like I said, everything is happening quickly right now. So whatever goals you have, keep taking your small steps, because it's making a difference, okay? Just keep moving forward. And again, we have another offer that is going to be coming in, and you're going to be very joyous about this offer that's coming. So they show again. I can't make this shit up. I really cannot make this shit up. Okay, you have Four of Wands. So it could be soulmate connection for some of you. It could be a great job, you know, peaceful families. But it is, you know, happy endings. So whatever it is you're going through, it's going to lead to a happy ending. And you're going to have great fortune. So it could be just in love. It could be actual fucking happiness. So I'm not, listen, I told you, all these fucking cards that I get for y'all that are like awesome cards, I'm not making it up. Like, they really come out. So trust yourself, okay? And fuck everybody else, and don't compare yourself to nobody else. You are you, and you have your purpose for being here. So I know this is extremely long today, but like I said, when I go on hiatus, they like, bitch, here, now you gotta say all of this. So if you've been in conflict, or you're feeling defeated, you know, understand that it's only happening because there's something that you need to reflect on. There's something that you need to look at that you haven't been paying attention to. So if there is conflict, look at why there's conflict occurring around you, and look at your inner self. Like, how are you on the inside? You know, are you at peace on the inside, or do you have internal conflict? Because that's going to show in your outside world. So if you feel like there's no point in crying over spilled milk, you know that, right? Like, once it's spilled, like, it's like, oh, okay, there's a fucking mess to clean it up, and then that's it, you clean it up. So don't focus on what you've lost, okay? Because you may have lost a lot of things, but there's still things to gain, okay? Sometimes you have to go through losing everything just to get to where you're meant to be. And if you feel like you're in a state of poverty right now, like you've lost everything, understand that really it's just spirit cleaning house. It's spirit clearing the way and clearing everything out of your way so that you can get to where you need to be. And there is going to be help. There are going to be resources and people available to you, okay? But you have to be willing to trust yourself and understand that this is a journey, and you have to enjoy the journey. And it's always going to have its ups and downs, okay? It's not always going to be high, and it's not always going to be low. It's going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. The best we can hope for is steady. But be okay with clearing shit out. Clear out what you don't need anymore. Clear out relationships you don't need. Clear out all of these things, and you don't have to entertain the bullshit, okay? You don't have to entertain these people. And sometimes when you tell people, I'm not arguing with you, I'm not entertaining this, talk to me when you're fucking calm, they will learn that you're not going to argue with them, and they're going to just shut the fuck up, because it's like, listen, I'm not giving my energy to you or that. And it's that simple. What matters is how you maintain your peace, how you maintain your sanity. Now, I'm not saying don't address the issue. It's address it when you're able to talk to me like an adult. Address it when you're able to communicate with me in a matter of facts and not out of emotion. Okay? Because that's my biggest thing, is don't communicate with me out of emotion. Unless you're telling me you love me and it's all happy feelings, I don't want to hear that shit. Because I'm going to tell you real quick, like, you pissed off, you sad, you whatever the fuck, get yourself together. When you get yourself together, then approach me, okay? Because before that, I'm not trying to hear it. I don't have the energy to be fighting with you. And that comes into setting boundaries. And if you don't have boundaries and you never had boundaries, then it's hard to set them with people that you've been with or that have known you, or your family, because that's fucking 30, 40 years of family. And there's never been boundaries. So when you start setting them, people are going to get pissed off at you. People are going to try to trample all over your boundaries, because they're going to be like, oh, well, she's never done this, or you're acting different. You acting brand new right now. And it's like, nah, I'm not acting brand new. I'm tired of y'all walking all over me, and now y'all going to respect what the fuck I say, or we just ain't going to talk no more. So don't look at it as bad, okay? Like I said, this is clearing away things that are not serving you. So be okay when you set your boundaries. Understand you are definitely going to lose people. You're going to lose a lot of shit. Oh, shit. My phone's going to die. Gotta shut up. All right. So be okay. Okay. Trust yourself and understand that you are going to lose people along the way. But this is important for you to be strong and stand in your strength, because that's how you're going to overcome these challenges. All right. So be kind and be willing to forgive other people. And embrace who the fuck you are, and embrace where you're at in life, and take it as, okay, this is a lesson. This is what I'm learning. This is what I got from this, and keep moving forward, okay? So there's a lot of life changes right now, but there's a revelation. There's something that's going to come to light, something that is going to happen, that is going to change everything, that is going to allow you to spread your wings. So please live moment to moment, because your spirituality is what is important now. You need to find yourself and make yourself whole so that you can move forward. And I have someone here. It doesn't necessarily have to be love, but when I see it as a man that's love, that's offering his heart, that's offering the emotion. So please be open to people that are willing to share their love, that are willing to share what they have with you, whether it's their talent, their time, their resources. Be open to these people and allow them in, okay? Because once this changes, once all of this happens, you're gonna be prosperous. Like, you're gonna have every fucking thing that you want. You're gonna be happy. So please, I know it's a shitty place right now, but I promise you, you're going to be happier, okay? Because this is where you're going to right here. So that is the reading for today. I hope it resonates with you, and I hope it helped you in some way. I know the struggle is fucking real, because believe me, I've struggled many a time. And the best thing I can say is just speak to people that really give a fuck about you. Not people that pretend to, but people that truly want the best and will be there for you for whatever the fuck it is, no matter how annoying or whatever. They're going to be like, I got you, I got you regardless. So those are the people you want, because I see victory. Everything is going to be okay. I know it's shitty right now, but I promise it's going to be okay. They say within a month's time. So give it a fucking month. Keep doing what you need to do. Keep taking the baby steps. Keep working on your shit. And please work on all of your chakras. I'm going to post the 15-minute meditation so that y'all could do that. Okay? Everybody got 15 minutes. But, please hang in there. Okay? Hang in there. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll talk to you later.